So to break out the church parking lot, hallelujah. And break out the church parking lot, hallelujah. I took the work and baptized it. I ran it up and tried to serve a high. So to break out the church parking lot, hallelujah. Mama said, I hope you done with all that dancing on the stove shit. When they come, you better hold it. Out of all these rap niggas, I'm the goalist. 24 curie glow, my soul in. Cooks keep a step with all the drug in your windows. Until I tell you how I pulled up in the end zone. To a brick mansion and my plug was in the window. The code to the gate was 360. You gotta visualize it moving when the ship won't. And let the non-believers that you off the bitch go. Then you flex from the bottom in the big boat. Screaming, better kick your legs hard and get a big stroke. 30,000 around my bitch throat. Stamping my likeness from the way that I whip cold. Wrist guard on the wrist guard. Yellow nappy headed legend boy through that brick talk. I just wanna squeeze on Rick ass, know that shit, so I just want the conscious guys to fuck with my whip talk. Don't you die taking this shit personal. They ain't gonna put them kilos in the hearse and you gon' do it. They ain't gonna put that money in the dirt with you. The price don't change, but I can work with you. I can work like half now and half later. Erase our past if you only knew you came from greater. Another day, another dollar, another fucking year. It's always gonna be one salon, check the elevator. So to break out the church parking lot, hallelujah. Break out the church parking lot, hallelujah. I took the work and baptized it. I ran it up and tried to serve a high. So to break out the church parking lot, hallelujah.
Oh, man. Welcome. Pushing narratives. We got a special. First of all, shout out the homie Adrian. We see you next week, bro. You know what I mean? Shout out to him. Shout out to the homie Coach Jones. Shout out to Justin. You know what I mean? Shout out to Malik, the whole team. But today we got back at it again. He's here for him and, like I said, him and Coach Jones are like, you and him are competing. We need y'all here at the same time.
I was about to say that. Yeah, I mean, we got to make that work, man. We got to get both of us on at the same time.
It's got to happen now. You and him need to be here at the same time. We got the homie Nick Andre in the building. Let me give him a round of applause.
What's up, bro? As you know, man, basketball is at a high right now with the NBA season winding down. March Madness is going crazy. Like the WCW just got a CBA deal. I'm sure that we're about to discuss that later. So
get your money, ladies.
Your boy been locked in and busy, man, but I love it.
Right away, man. Right away. Let's get right to it, man. MVP. So you know, follow me on TikTok, Pushing Narratives on YouTube. I feel like every video that I've put out within the last week or so, or the last 2 weeks, I've changed MVPs. I've changed cases for MVPs. I want to say the first case I made was for Luka, right? And then I think the second case I made was for Wemby. And then when Shea had those 3 straight daggers and then he passed Will, I'm like, that back-to-back looking kind of imminent. And then Luka came back, lost his family, and went on a fucking it's fucked up. But like that's like Coach Jones said it last week. In the face of adversity, some of us kind of, you know, we elevate, and that's what he's doing. Fam, in that moment, it was Luka, and then Wemby got in his bag. But also, not only that, Wemby got in that podium and started talking his shit. He started
As he
talking his
should.
shit. My question to you is: I know I'm flippity floppity floop. Right now, what's today? Thursday, March 26th. Who is your MVP?
Shit, I'm like you, to be honest. I really don't know. Like, it's been a toss up pretty much all year,
It
honestly.
really
Like,
has.
I'm like you. I mean, one minute I was picking Wemby, another minute I was picking SGA. If I had to pick a favorite out of the two, like out of those two, honestly, I'm gonna probably go SGA. I know a lot of people may not agree with that, but you can't deny the season that SGA is having. I mean, OKC still at the top of the Western Conference, if you ask me, especially being able to defend their crown as the champions. And obviously, we'll see what they do in the playoffs. But then you also talk about as well that he's been able to keep them afloat even with the absence of Jalen Williams being in and out of the lineup. Obviously, that's his right hand man, so. Like him being able to keep that team afloat. And obviously, they still have other great talents like Chet Holmgren and others, but like just SGA just continuing to do him. And I mean, you talk about his recent resurgence. Honestly, I mean, he's had a couple dagger performances. Obviously, passing Wilt. I can even think of a game. I hate to even bring this game up. I know it was a while back, but what he did against your Knicks a little while back. You know what I'm
It
saying?
went
Like that
crazy.
he did go
It went
crazy.
crazy.
That was a good game. That was a really
It
good game
was.
there.
It was.
But you also can't deny what Wemby's doing. Like what
Mm.
Wemby is doing right now, like with that skill set and him just pretty much putting the Spurs back on the map. Honestly, I
Both
mean,
ends of the
it's
floor.
it's very rare. Like I'm actually even in shock. Like I mean, even though the Spurs got talented, but it feels weird to see the Spurs in contention without Tim Duncan, Parker, Ginobili, and those guys. Like, but Wemby is making it happen. Honestly, man. Like, it is crazy because somebody even asked me too. Like, somebody was like, "Do you really believe that Wemby could win San Antonio championship?" I'm like, "Yes." Like, do you not see what this man is doing? Like on
He
both
can.
ends of the floor.
For sure, he
Like,
can.
exactly, but and also, I mean, you brought up Luka too. Like Luka, I mean, Luka's been pretty solid all season. I know that people have been very critical of his defense, but you can't deny the offensive talent. I mean, you talk about last week, like he had like a 40 ball against Houston. And even hit like one of the game dagger jumpers, and then the next night they play Miami and he dropped 60. Like, you know what I'm
They've
saying?
been
Pretty much.
treating Miami ever since that Bam game. They've been
Nah,
treating
facts.
everybody hitting their milestones on Miami ever since
Facts.
that Bam game.
Shit, niggas is motivated, bro, heading to that matchup, man. So you can't even deny it. But I mean, you talk about what everything Luka's been through, like with the whole divorce and all of that, like losing his family and shit. Like he's been killing it. Like you can't even tell he's really going through shit behind the scenes, if you ask me, man. So I'll be real, like there's really not a clear cut favorite as far as who can win MVP. Like there's so many other great players. I don't know if other people want to throw in like I don't know. I know the D Mitch has had a solid season. I don't know if he's like in that top tier as MVP candidate, but I mean he's been pretty solid this year. He's been pretty solid. I don't have him like in the same tier as like SGA, Luka, and Wemby, but you can't deny what he's been doing. But if I had to pick one out of like those three, SGA, Luka, and Wemby, I'll probably go SGA. Honestly, I know people won't agree with that, but I'm gonna rock with him.
I like the SGA pick because when it's SGA, I think okay, the SGA pick is and I'm not saying you, but I'm saying the voters and shit like that is a safe pick.
It is
It's
a
a
safe
safe
pick,
pick.
and that's the thing that's tough too because it's like you can't deny what Wemby's been doing. That's why it's
You
such a toss up for
can't,
me.
bro.
Like Wemby's been killing it, honestly, and he's been giving his production all season long consistently. Like you can't even deny like the impact that he has had. So
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'll be real. Like, I mean, I don't know how many voters there are exactly, but I mean, you gotta expect Wemby's gonna get like a decent amount of votes, like easily.
And then you have like we forgot to mention like the biggest caveat in the Wemby case is that the MVP favorite and the reigning MVP, Wemby been kicking his ass all year.
Yeah, they've probably been the one team that's like successfully beaten OKC multiple times.
And like don't forget, like I want to say, okay, so they're 3-1 against OKC, but in
Mhm.
at least two of those, they were kicking their ass. That Christmas game,
That
they was
Christmas game,
kicking
they
their
beat
ass.
that ass, bro. I did not expect
They,
OKC to come out that flat. I was like, shit.
they beat the dog shit out of them on Christmas. I remember, but then like the one, what was it? The cup, the
Oh yeah,
cup
the Cup game,
semis.
yeah, San Antonio beat them too.
But that
Oh yeah,
was the one
yeah.
where they had to come back. to beat them.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
They
Yep.
had
Actually, yep, you're right. You're right.
where
Yeah.
Wemby had to come back on the floor, and Wemby was bringing them back. So Wemby, in every matchup that the Spurs have won, Wemby has been a deciding factor. MVP caliber, MVP quality right there. Also,
Exactly.
bringing, and you mentioned it, bringing the Spurs out of obscurity. I mean, it's crazy to say that the Spurs were in obscurity because they're
Right.
such a storied franchise, but before
Exactly.
Wemby got there was a gap where
I was
it's
it was
like,
crickets.
yo,
Yeah.
and Wemby brought him out of there. And also making the guys around him better. Stephon Cass, one of the best defenders in the league right now.
Exactly.
I mean, what's my man name? Harper, Ron Harper's kid.
Dylan Harper. Yeah.
Ron
Solid.
Harper over
He's
there
been
cooking.
solid for them.
De'Aaron Fox over there
De'Aaron
cooking.
Fox, Devin Vassell, like they got a nice supporting cast, man. Like, and I
Cisco
was
with
even,
us though.
huh?
They gave us Cisco.
They did, yeah, that's right, yeah. Then you know, it's crazy. Like I remember after that Christmas game too, like just watching San Antonio beat up on OKC, like that was like, man, like if these two teams face off in the playoffs, man, like it's gonna be something interesting, man.
They
Because like
brought
it's like we said,
rivalries
I mean,
back.
exactly. I mean, because I mean, it's like we said, I mean, they've been the one team that's been able to beat OKC multiple times and really figured out that formula.
Mm-hmm. But I think, if I remember correctly, right, back in the day, there was a Lakers team. I don't know if it was those 01 Lakers or those 2002 Lakers. I think it was the 01 Lakers. Spurs were giving them fits.
They
Spurs
were.
and the Kings in the regular season were giving them fits.
I was gonna say that
And
01 team. I think that was the team that only lost one game in the playoffs. They lost to AEI. That was 01. Yeah,
they were giving them fits. And in the playoffs, that is a whole new game in the playoffs. That's why,
right.
a lot
But you
of
gotta
people
think
are.
though, at that time, like you got Prime Tim, you still got David Robinson. I know David Robinson was a little bit older, but he was still a dominant force. I want to say they also had a young Tony Parker, Ginobili, and those guys. I want to say Bruce Bowen was on that team too. So they had a stacked roster.
They had a team. Luka's case has been solid all year, but I feel like within the last couple of weeks, because of this drama and how he's responded,
right? And on top of it, the Lakers won like what 9 in a row at one point before they lost to Detroit. So
Lakers are a third seed.
I know it's just crazy.
Lakers
It is
are a
crazy
third
because
seed, bro.
it's crazy. Like I've been calling them average all year, just for them to be the 3 seed right now.
And I said it, and they got mad at me when I said it. But Luka has been making LeBron look like Larry Hughes. Am I lying? He had 20. He had the quietest 23 last night. The quietest 23.
I would have never thought about that. That's just crazy.
You remember how LeBron had Larry Hughes in Cleveland?
Yeah, with that Cleveland team, yeah.
Look at how life worked. Like, look at, you know what I mean?
Comes full circle.
It comes full circle. And, the rumor is LeBron is going to go to Cleveland next year to play with Harden and Mitchell, which is, that's some.
I don't even like that, to be honest. That don't make no sense to me.
It's nasty, bro. And ever since Luka got there, again, I said it on here. That's Luka's team. That's Luka's team.
Easily. Like once he got there, I mean, hell, like you trade for Luka Doncic, who's just about at the prime of his career, you got to build a team around him.
And again, I know that this is something that the masses don't like to hear, but the Lakers play better.
To Luka, yeah.
LeBron's not there.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give you that. I mean, I still think Braun makes them a little bit better, honestly, just because of his passing ability, obviously his ability to play just different styles. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But I will say that one of the biggest flaws for LeBron, at least I've seen this season, obviously, it's not nothing new, is his defense. Like I'll be real, like there's a lot of matchups where he's chilling on defense, he's not closing out on the shooters, and I get it. I know Braun 41 and everything, so he's not trying to put a lot of energy into that, but like if y'all are trying to like really elevate yourselves as a team heading into the playoffs, like especially with you in your 23rd season, who's been in these situations more times than we can count. Like you got to be able to set that tone, honestly. Especially if you say that you still want to play, you love to play, you got to compete on the end of the floor. It's the thing.
Shit, the Pistons had that nigga in a blender.
Insane. But I will give it to Braun, though, man, because Braun been having some crazy dunks recently, man, especially on the fast break.
Are we Come on, Nick.
Come on, man. Like I gotta, hey,
Come
bro.
on,
Like, come on. He's
Nick.
41 years
I
old,
know
dog.
you
Like,
gotta keep it
I'm impressed.
professional. I get it. You gotta keep it professional. I understand. I get it. But we know. That nigga old, dog.
Nah, he is. I ain't
That
gonna lie.
nigga
He definitely passed
washed,
his prime.
dog.
He definitely passed his prime. I'm gonna give you that.
Who you
But I
taking?
can't.
You taking Jordan on the Wizards or this year LeBron?
I ain't gonna lie. Jordan on Wizards was cooking. I think people forgot. I might have to take Jordan Wizards, honestly. That man, I mean, he was still pretty solid defensively too. I won't give him that. I mean, he wasn't like the same defensive Jordan like it was like the first 3P, but he was still being able to get bugged, especially getting to his spots in the mid range. Like it's weird because like they kind of implemented a little bit of that triangle and the Wizards team just so Jordan could get touches around the block. So
that's a nasty triangle. Him and fucking Ripper Hamilton.
exactly,
That's a nasty.
shit
What you
was
say? Had
insane.
Tyronn Lue up there too.
Exactly. Yeah, I think they had Kwame Brown too. I want to say
Kwame Brown. Oh man. So yeah, Luka was my favorite last week. Fam, I think. Let me see. I pulled it up. I put it up on the video earlier today, but him and Jordan. So he joins Jordan as the only two players to go 6 straight road games, averaging 40 points. All
that's
wins.
crazy.
On the road, bro.
On the road, dog.
Fam.
That's why it's so funny though. I can't remember. I think Iman Shumpert said something about Luka like maybe a couple weeks ago. I think he was saying something like he was soft or something like that. Or something. I don't know. Iman Shumpert said something crazy. I'm like, dog, like of all people you try to talk about it, you talking about this with Luka Doncic. Like, bro, Luka has shown us to be a killer from the moment he entered the league. Like, this man was a rookie cooking. I don't think anybody expected that. And people were sleeping on him too. They were like, yo, he too slow, he this, and that. Man, Luka shut all that noise down, dog.
Was it his second year that he scared the Clippers in the playoffs?
I think so, yeah.
Second
I
year.
want to say it was.
In the bubble.
I want to say his second year was the bubble. Yeah. Because I remember he had that game winner. But then also remember that next year they played the Clippers again. And he went straight to their trap. Kind of like what the Knicks did against Boston this past year, going to their trap, winning them 2 games. Luka did the same thing to the Clippers that year too. Obviously they ended up losing, but I ain't gonna lie, Luka was definitely giving them a scare.
But Luka's how old? Luka's
like 26, 27, something like that.
Fam, so that means that he was a baby.
Exactly.
He was a baby doing.
But also, I mean, you gotta look at it too. He's been playing professionally since he was like, I think 14.
Yeah, they breed him over there.
Exactly.
And then Jokic. Speaking of Jokic,
Jokic, bro, him and Jamal Murray had a crazy game last night.
Sheesh, 20-20-20, damn near.
Yeah,
that's another name for MVP. But
and that's the thing too is like
it's fatigue.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
Jokic
like,
fatigue.
And that's the thing too, because it's like I love Jokic. Like I think I give him a lot of credit because I'll be real. It's hard to average those type of numbers, especially consistently all year long. Now I will say this though, like he had a great season in 2024, but I do think that SGA did get snubbed that year. Obviously, SGA ended up winning it again last year, but I'll be real, like like when it comes to the MVP race, you can't count out Jokic. Like he's gonna even if the Nuggets are like 6, 7 seed, I don't even know exactly where they are right now. I want to say they're like at least like top 5 or something like that.
Because of what happened last night. Because of what happened last night between the Clippers, not the Clippers, the Rockets and the Timberwolves, which we'll get to.
Yeah.
There might have been some movement in that top 5. Let me just double check.
Yeah. It really
might have been some movement because I think they were split. They were separated by about a half a game. Let me see. Damn. Where the hell are these standings?
It's rough.
I go on the NBA IG and that shit not there. Western Conference, they're 4th right now.
Oh, they're 4th. Okay.
Wolves
so they're right behind the Lakers.
They're right behind the Lakers by a game. Oh, the Spurs only 2 back of the 1 seed.
I would say they right there.
If they get that 1 seed, I don't know. Clippers been busting ass too.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm actually really shocked at how the Clippers turned their season around. Like, because they started off really bad, and the way that they were just able to turn shit around is nuts. I mean, especially with everything that they dealt with, and then of course, trading hard in the middle of the season. Like, I mean, that might have been like the turning point. It was really like moving hard, honestly, but
honeymoon Harden over there in his honeymoon phase.
Just yeah.
Honeymoon Harden. I
That's the
told you
thing
about
too.
honeymoon
Like
Harden.
that's the thing too. Like you gotta like switching teams like this is crazy. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, and then it's like forcing your way out of every situation is nuts, bro. Like,
is he wrong though? Think about it. Is he wrong? Has he ever been wrong in any situation he's done that in?
Let me see. I ain't gonna lie. Houston.
He wasn't wrong.
I don't. I would say I don't remember exactly what happened in Houston. Like I know because I want to say wasn't Daryl Morey still there?
Daryl Morey was still there, and Chris Paul wasn't retained, and they didn't give him no help. They brought him an aging boogie, right? And
John Wall too. I forgot about that.
John Wall, he had no help. So
that's true.
Yeah, I'm gonna force my way out of there. Brooklyn,
they thought Christian Wood was gonna be that next guy next to Harden in Houston. It's crazy. I remember that year.
Shout out Christian Wood.
Yeah, shout out Christian Wood. Yeah, Brooklyn. I can understand. I know him and Kyrie had some friction there. Philly, Daryl Morey, like he was over Daryl Morey.
Daryl Morey is a liar.
Mm-hmm. He was going crazy. But I saw that shit, I was like, oh, it's about over.
Yo.
And then, I mean, this past year with the Clippers, I mean, I know they started out bad, but shit.
It's Chris James. I almost called him Chris. James Harden. He goes for Dolo, and you gotta respect it. He goes for Dolo. Yeah. He looks out for self, and I mean, people want to blame LeBron for that when he went to Miami, but it should always be that way for NBA players. It's a business, man.
LeBron had to do what he had to do, honestly. Like Cleveland didn't do right by Bron that first time. Let's just be real. Like they gave him like a 40-year-old Shaq that year, who was well past his prime. Like he had a couple other cats. Yeah, Larry Hughes. His next best player was Mo Williams.
Bobby Gibson.
Bobby Gibson too. And I mean, look, he was still carrying. That's the crazy thing. Like he was still carrying them like 60 wins. Like it's just crazy.
Yeah. But on his back type.
Yeah, literally.
This is like 06 Kobe type shit.
Exactly. And then it's like whenever he faced Boston in the playoffs, it's like, how are you supposed to beat that?
Just to put just to clean up the MVP thing, just to end that. My pick is Wemby. I'm sticking with Wemby. Wemby, he discussed his case in whatever press conference he was saying. He was saying, "Yo, defense is 50% of the game," and what he's doing, I think it's going to be more now, but it was at the time 231 stocks. On top of what he's already doing on the offensive end in so little time, by the way. He's only averaging 25, 26 minutes a game.
Right. That's a crazy thing.
And changing the trajectory of that team, I think he wins the MVP. Better story. You know what I'm saying? I like that. If SGA gets it, I mean, you have the narrative there too where it's a back-to-back. Are people saying unanimous? I don't think it's unanimous.
It's way too close to be unanimous. No. Way too close.
Had he not gotten injured, I would have picked Cade.
Cade was hooping. I ain't gonna lie.
Cade was hooping.
Cade was definitely in that conversation.
Burns my soul to say that. Burns my soul.
I definitely get it. I was going to ask you about them too a little later in the show, like especially right now. I mean, I know that they're still number one in the East right now. I think they got what 52 wins or something like that. So obviously, oh yeah, they did. Oh yeah, it's right there, Atlanta. I watched it. The end of the game was crazy, but I'm just really interested to see like what Detroit does next now, because obviously, like with Cade being gone, which I don't know exactly what timetable they said. I'm assuming it's the rest of the year. I assume it's the rest of the season.
Rest of the season, he comes back in the playoffs.
Maybe so, yeah. But I'm just really interested to see like what's next for them, as they want to continue this run. Honestly, like who's going to be the next to step up? If you ask me, I don't know.
If it ain't us, it's Boston. That's where I'm at with it. If it ain't New York, which I mean
Boston, and that's why I didn't want Tatum to come back this year, because I feel like now, like they still been good, but I feel like the rhythm has been a little off in Boston ever since Tatum came back. A little bit, honestly. And I mean, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody was playing exceptional basketball. Like you could arguably say Jalen Brown was having a career year. Hell, you could have even put him in the MVP
You could
conversation.
have.
I mean, he might still be there too if you ask me. But and obviously, I mean, when you have a player like of Jason Tatum's caliber, of course you gotta make adjustments. Kind of put the offense more so around him, especially as he's trying to get his rhythm back. But I don't know. Like I said, I mean, Boston has been good. I'm not gonna say that they've been bad, but you can tell it has been an adjustment period, which is obviously understandable. But I just hate it because of how late we're in the season now for Tatum to come back, especially with this team catching a rhythm. And it's like you get closer to playoff time.
As of right now, Pistons are up 4 games on the Celtics and the Knicks. Celtics and the Knicks are both 48 and 25. Barring what happens tonight against the Hornets, how we looking right now? Let me see the score of that game because I know we're playing on the road. Oh no!
Oh yeah.
Lost. Damn. 0 for 6 from 3. Brunson, the fuck is wrong with you?
See, I ain't gonna lie, like
who gave us buckets?
I think even I'll be real, like even with like a healthy Pistons with Cade and even like Boston in the mix of other teams, I still feel like the Knicks are like the more dangerous team, honestly. Like, and especially after what we saw last year, like the way that they beat Boston. Like, I know that it's impressive to beat Boston, but I don't think people really talk about the way that they beat Boston. Like, especially going into those
defensively.
Exactly, and then going into those 2 games, showing that mental toughness. They were down 20 in both of those matchups and found a way to win. I remember just watching game 2. I'm like, bro, are they really about to do this shit again? And they did it again, honestly.
But
I want to say game 2 was
right.
I want to say game 2 was the game where they had that defensive stop. Mikal Bridges had that stop on Tatum.
Where you got that nigga doing this.
Exactly. Like the way that they beat Boston and took Boston mentally out of the game. Like that's what shows. Like, and then on top of that, Brunson was just being Brunson, having a terrific run himself. Like, New York is still. I think New York might be the most dangerous team out of all of them. I know that's not a popular pick for a lot of people, but you got to look at their history, their recent history, at least. Of what they've been able to do.
Coach told me. Well, Coach asked me last week. Shout out to Coach again. He asked me last week if the Knicks don't make it to the Eastern Conference Finals, or if they don't make it to the finals, is this season a bust? Or do we turn on Mike Brown? And I told him, I was like, you can't. It's year 1. It's year 1,
yeah,
Mike Brown.
You got to be patient.
You got to be patient. It's rare that a coach first year goes all the way. Steve Kerr was the name that I brought up. But you also got to remember Steve Kerr got a finished fucking product.
I'm about to say probably like outside of him, the only one I could think of is Nick Nurse with Toronto. But I get it. He had Kawhi, he had Siakam, and those guys. Like, Kawhi was just on a different run.
That 2019 Kawhi playoff run, that near and dear to my heart. Near and dear to my heart.
Just watching that game winner on Philly and like live was just nuts.
You just sit there like waiting for that shit to fall. Ooh.
Yeah, I just remember it bounced like 2 or 3 times. I'm like, this shit is dropping. And that shit definitely dropped.
Oh, man. Pistons are at the worst, they'll go third. At the worst, they'll go third. I don't think they're going to slump the entire way. You seen Jalen Duren giving them buckets last night.
Well.
And I think, it'll open up that offense for a guy like Ron Holland, for a guy like Duncan Robinson, a guy like
snipers, yeah.
Homeboy that was cooking the Lakers the other night. That they signed him to the 2-way nigga.
Yeah, I know you're talking about. I can't remember his name, but yeah, he was cooking.
Like him, like it opens it up for them, and you're playing with house money. Nobody picked the Pistons to be the number 1 seed. Nobody
did. I know.
That's why I was going to give it to Cade. I would have given it to Cade if he was still healthy, the MVP.
Exactly. It's crazy because it's like I still like the Pistons even without Cade. I still think that they got a solid roster. Just depending on things go, like let's say for instance, Cade doesn't come back for the playoffs. Like I still think they can at least make the second round.
Yeah, they'll win. They'll win their first round series, and I mean they'll end up playing some form of the Magic or the Hornets. Well, the Hornets want them niggas.
The Hornets is also having a crazy ass season that I didn't expect.
They just beat us.
Yeah,
Knuckle gave buckets.
I'll be real. Where are they at right now in the East? I don't even know.
They're not counting tonight. They're 38 and 34. They're ninth.
Okay, yeah, they're ninth
But
right now.
they're only 2 back of that 6 seed.
So shoot, if the season ended today, they'll have to play Orlando in that tournament.
Orlando slumping.
I'm about to say Orlando's been very inconsistent this year, which is very disappointing to me. Like, especially more so Paolo. Like, I thought Paolo was talented enough to put himself in these conversations for possibly MVP, but it's just not happening.
You heard what they call him in the streets?
I don't even know what they say.
PB no J.
Oh yeah, they haven't called him that.
I heard that and I was like, dog, that is so fucking clever.
You can't even defend him, man. Shit. He's having such a inconsistent season. It's crazy.
The Raptors, I'm not too high on. The Hawks. Let's get to the Hawks, bro.
Bro. Jalen Johnson, bro.
He's cooking.
He's cooking, bro. I didn't expect this. Like, when they made the trade to get Trae Young up out of there, I'm over here thinking it's rebuild time. You got your young pieces. But shit, it's been crazy. I mean, even the Kuminga trade I thought has been pretty decent, honestly. Like, I know people were very questionable about Kuminga, but gotta give him some credit. I think he's had some pretty solid games, but I'll be real. Like, Atlanta doing what they did, or been doing what they've been doing, has just been really impressive to me. Like, the fact that they're the 5 seed, like, I thought they're gonna be like at the bottom of the East, honestly.
Same. I thought I was gonna be playing.
Exactly, but they figured it out.
Nickeil Alexander-Walker is the guy.
He has been. He's been killing it too.
He's been the guy over there. They got the veteran leadership with CJ that showed up last night. You know what I mean? I know CJ, he a little up and down, but
he has been up and down.
He's been cooking a little bit. What's homie name? I don't know how to say his name. I know that's fucked up.
Talking about Risha Shea?
No. Onyeka?
Onyeka Okongwu.
Thank you. Okay. See, I got his first name. But him too. They got a little squad. They're a little deep.
They are deep.
Now, how far are they going? They got to play Cleveland in the first round of the playoff started today. Cleveland packing them up.
Yeah.
Cleveland packing them up.
I don't know. I think it could go 5, maybe 6. Depend. Like, I feel like the Hawks could be good enough to like sneak. Like, if they're down like 3-1, get a game. I don't know. Like, I don't know. It's like I feel like the Hawks could make some shit happen. Like, obviously Cleveland's still gonna win, but who knows? Because Cleveland can be really inconsistent too. That's my biggest
thing. Not tough. They lack toughness.
Exactly.
The last couple of years in the playoffs, they've lacked toughness. I think Harden kind of brings a bit of toughness to that team, a little bit of toughness. But I don't know, dog. I think Cleveland could be fool's gold. I think Atlanta could be fool's gold. And I'm not going to hold you, Celtics Nation. Y'all going to kill me. But Boston is kind of fool's gold. They are kind of fool's gold. You were up, 15 on the Timberwolves on Sunday? Or was it Monday? Monday. You were up 15 on the Timberwolves on Monday. Fourth quarter, you go cold from the field.
Yeah, that you can't let that happen.
Live and die by the 3 for real. They live and die.
I mean, they've been that team that took the most attempts, and they don't ever want to change their game plan. Don't ever want to change the game plan.
Sheesh, man. I think the Pistons. Oh man, Eastern Conference Finals. I'm shooting for Pistons next.
That'd be a good series
if it gets to that, because the Pistons want us. They want us.
Would you consider that like a small rivalry right now? Or
yeah.
Okay.
Well, no.
I was gonna say, because I mean, I know Detroit's beaten New York all their matchups this season, but obviously New York still has the upper hand considering what happened last year in the first round. But
they didn't win a game in Detroit
at their home floor at all. And Brunson sent them niggas right home with the game.
You know what it is to send the team home at the crib?
Right.
Like, yo, go across the street. Like, that type shit. But I think the rivalry for us is when he comes back, though.
Yeah.
The Pacers.
Oh, okay. Talking about Hallie?
I think the Pistons rivalry is good, but the main villain, he kind of took the role from Trae Young, is Hallie.
Would you consider the Knicks Pacers rivalry right now? I know some people
Yeah.
probably won't, just because obviously Indiana's won the past couple series that they play in the playoffs. But I'll be real, you get great matchups from Hallie, from Brunson, obviously. So I mean, when you talk about like those matchups in particular, I mean they get motivated for those matchups. Same thing with, I mean, even with the Pistons, like you can tell
Yeah.
Brunson gets motivated. I mean, hell, you can tell K gets motivated. I think K had
That's
what,
what I'm
like
about to
40.
say. Yeah, K.
K gets motivated. I mean, what he had, like what, 40 something like that? I guess last
At
time
the
against the Knicks, something like
Garden,
that. At the
dog.
Garden, it's
Had
just
Fat
nuts.
Joe looking like this. He was sad.
I'm telling y'all, man.
I think the Pacers are gonna get better next year, dog.
They
Because
will. They will.
don't remember they have a top 5 pick.
Oh,
So
that's right. Yeah.
they're
And
gonna either
this draft
land
class is nice, man.
is 96 draft type shit.
Mhm.
I'm watching these niggas get sent home in the tournament one by one. One
See
by
what's
one.
available.
AJ got sent home. I think the other night they sent Darren home. I think one of the only niggas left is Boozer.
Yeah.
Boozer and
Yeah, Boozer, yeah.
A-Cuff is still there.
Darius Acuff, yeah. Junior. Marcus All, yeah.
And my man from Houston, both of them, Sinak and
Oh, I know you talking about, yeah.
I like Houston. Houston's my pick to win it all.
They could.
They already
They
went deep
definitely
last
could.
year. They already got the taste, so they're like, you know what? Let's double back. Kelvin Sampson run a tight ship. He run a tight ship.
Yeah, I mean, Kelvin Sampson should always get his credit as one of the best coaches in the country. Like, I don't know how he always gets lost in these conversations, but he always proves it year in and year out.
Moving on to the Western Conference. So we'll do a little Western Conference, Eastern Conference outlook. We did the Eastern Conference. Do the Western Conference. Just since it's almost that time. You know what I mean? So we talked about the Nuggets and the Lakers 3-4, Thunder, Spurs 1-2, the Wolves and the Rockets last night, bro. That might have been one of the best games of the year.
It was good. It was definitely good. And it's crazy too, because I had that game on, but then I was also I was watching Cam's interview with J. Cole as well, and then I had to pause that shit. I'm like, nah, I gotta focus in on this.
I just finished that shit today.
Oh, yeah, I mean, it's just pretty solid.
It was good.
Pretty solid.
He's gonna go on Mellow Pod tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah, that'll be interesting too. But I had to pause it real quick. I'm like, hey, on like this Wolves Houston game, pretty solid.
Crazy. Dog, 15-0 run in overtime. Like that's crazy. The largest overtime comeback in the play-by-play era.
Literally.
No Ant. This was Julius and McDaniels going shot for shot. KD not clutch in the late moments. Couldn't knock down them free throws.
I will say the fourth quarter more so recently has been very shaky for KD recently, man. From like missed shots, turnovers, like
his efficiency's taking a dip.
Right. I want to say it was against Charlotte. He had a strong fourth quarter in. I think that was like a couple weeks back. But outside of that, I know they faced the Lakers. He didn't have a strong fourth quarter, and then even in this one, like,
well, that Lakers fourth quarter was nasty.
It was nasty.
I remember
really
that.
Nasty.
That was when he got the record, right? I think that's when he got the record.
It might have been. I can't remember, but yeah, that was crazy.
That was nasty word, dog. Alperen Şengün, shout out to him. He did what he could.
Yeah. How you been feeling about him though? Because I know people been on his case recently, bro.
I like
saying he's soft. He's saying this and that. Some people been saying that's crazy.
My thing with Şengün is that he reminds me of, and I know it's because they're foreign and he's gonna look away. He reminds me of Sabonis.
I ain't mad at that.
He reminds me of Sabonis in the way that, like, he's not gonna be physically imposing. He's gonna score on you, but he's like you'll feel his presence, but he's just not physically imposing enough. And I think the Rockets, aside from a point guard, because they're in dire need of a point guard.
That was Ime want to run these double big lineups, and then it's like you don't have a legitimate point guard. You got Ahmed Thompson trying to run point at times. And it's like
Ime a nut, dog. Ime a nut. He's a nut. They need another big. Like Tari Eason, cool, okay. Jabari, too skinny. I mean, like
I don't know how he hasn't put on more muscle. He's been in the league now for I think 4 or 5 years now. Like, come on.
And they wanted him to be what Şengün was, what Şengün
Yeah.
is. And he still hasn't developed into that. They need a
Another
big.
thing, he had the talent, especially coming out of Auburn. Like everybody saw, like everybody thought that he was going to be lottery pick type. Like that's what people were projecting him to be. And I don't know, it just hasn't really worked out consistently for him.
I think what's his name? They should have made the move for Giannis. Because at least Giannis gives you.
We talking
But they would
about
have had to.
Houston?
Yeah, but they would have had to give up Amen, and they didn't want to give up Amen.
That's true.
But the Giannis move, it gives you another big,
solid big, especially one of his skills and his caliber.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that takes a lot of pressure off of Şengün, especially with the way that Giannis can get downhill as a decision maker. He can finish, he can pass. Like when you if you add that skill set with the combination of Şengün, KD, and all these other guys, like that does take the Rockets to another level.
How far do you see the Rockets going this year in the playoffs?
If they can turn things around, were they like 6th seed or something?
Six currently.
Yeah, so I'm looking now. Like, so if the season ended today, they would face the Lakers in the first round.
They got to play divorce Luka.
Pretty much. And Luka cooked against them last time, man. Rocket. If that is the matchup, I could see the Rockets out of here in round 1. As crazy as it is.
Yeah, they did all that. God,
it's crazy because it was like I was expecting them to be in that same conversation as OKC, San Antonio. Like you talk about, obviously they were a strong team last year, but then now you add KD, like that should put you guys ahead. And KD still can play at a high level.
Isn't it insane that like so last year the Rockets were at least a top 5 seed throughout the year. I think they ended up as like
they ended up as a 2 seed. Remember they were the 2 seed because they faced Golden State. They were the 7 seed.
Oh, and they got packed up. I remember that.
They got packed up. Game 7.
Isn't it crazy that with KD they've actually regressed?
That is crazy.
Like,
I don't know if I want to fully blame it on KD though. I don't know if I want to fully blame it on KD, but
Van Vliet not being there.
Oh yeah, Van Vliet's presence is missed. I will give. I mean that could have been your. I mean, you know what I'm saying. I mean, I know Van Vliet's not known as like a real playmaker like that, but he's at least a better option for a point guard than Amen. I'm not trying to take that away from Amen because I mean I think that he's phenomenal, but
yeah,
I think as a starting point guard who can really run that team's offense, I think Van Vliet would have been a better option, but obviously that hurts.
The Blazers. Look at this play-in.
Bro, the Blazers are another team that shocked me.
Denny Avdija, shout out to him. The Mafia team, they started the year not so hot because of the Chauncey Billups shit, but
yeah,
they about to end it on a good note. And then the Warriors still holding on to that 10 spot.
Yeah, especially with Steph missing time and stuff. Like I've just heard Moses Moody's now out the rest of the year. You lost Jimmy Butler. Yeah, he did. It's just crazy. But obviously Jimmy ended up going down a couple months ago. Like somehow they're still there.
It's the fucking man.
But also
that team just won't die.
Right. And then also it's like 11 through 15 is pretty much a wash. I mean, 11 seed is the Pelicans, like that's a wash. 12 seeds Memphis, that's a wash. Like
tank season all the way through.
Yeah,
that's an ill tank. I don't know, man. I think the Lakers have. So if the Lakers will play the Rockets, they can beat the Rockets.
They can.
The 3, I think in the second round, how does it work? The 3 plays
the 3 will play either the 2 seed or 7 seed. So it could be Lakers Spurs in the second round, and I got the Spurs winning. I ain't gonna lie. Wemby sending Luka and LeBron home, man. I'm sorry. I got the Spurs.
Yo, Wemby sending Larry Hughes and Luka home is gonna be cinema to then set up the epic showdown. Because that's what I have in my Western Conference Finals prediction.
Oh yeah, OKC and San Antonio.
I love Ant. I love the Timberwolves. But yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I saw something in that Timberwolves team against the OKC Thunder last year in the conference finals. Inconsistencies and the inefficiency of Ant, bro. Like there was a game, I think, where he couldn't buy a shot from 3.
He couldn't.
He was like 0 for 8.
He couldn't. But that's the thing. I will say this though, man. Like Ant-Man comes alive in the playoffs at
He
times.
does.
At times. So, and then on top of that, like if the season ended today, they would have to face Denver in the first round. And he's got a history of packing up Denver.
Yeah.
He's got a history of doing that.
Oh
So,
shit! I remember.
I
Dog, that
mean,
was his coming out party.
that really was honestly hell because you gotta think. I think he had just swept Phoenix
Mm-hmm.
in the round before that, and then they got to the conference finals, and then I don't know how they just got cooked by Luka and Kyrie. Then the same thing happened. Honestly, I will say this though: if this year is like important for any player in the league right now, obviously, like all the other top players like Wemby, SGA, Brunson, all these guys, but Ant-Man got to make something happen in the playoffs. Like you talk about 2 straight conference finals, and you got cooked in each one of them. Like you
You
lost
giving
in
him the
5 games.
ultimatum?
What's that?
You giving him the ultimatum?
I mean, he's got to come through, man. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I mean, look, we view Ant as one of them dudes.
He's face
So
of
it's
the
like
league,
I
in my
think
opinion.
exactly like easily one of the more talented players. So to me, like you got to make it happen this year. Like you know what I'm saying? Especially after what took place the past couple years, like you get to the conference finals and then you and your team lay an egg. Like remember
The
Luka
West is
cooked them in
not
that game
easy,
too, hit that
dog.
game winner against over Rudy Gobert. Like and even last year in the playoffs, SGA was straight cooking them. SGA was baking them. I ain't gonna lie.
And that was supposed to be like the series of the two faces of the league, and I thought it was going to be like
Exactly.
a duel type of thing. I think when you was on here and we was talking about that, like, yo,
Exactly.
they about to go off, and it was just one sided. It was just one
It was
sided.
one sided. And I mean, I know that they dominated that game 3, and I'll be right. And had a nice performance in game 3, but it was in the OKC's hands.
Yeah.
Like it was nothing they could do.
Ah, man, and see, you gonna make me change my prediction now because I do want to see Ant get to a finals. At least get to a finals. Like,
Right,
you
at
don't
least
gotta
get to
win.
one. But I'll be real, like Western Conference Finals, I still got OKC, San Antonio. Like
Yeah.
that's gotta happen. It's gotta happen.
I still have OKC San Antonio, but if there was a team to throw a wrench in all of that, it would be the Timberwolves. It would be
I
them.
agree.
It
I
would
agree.
definitely be them. LA is another team that would throw a wrench in that. If Luka can keep that, if he can channel that finals run that he had a couple years ago, I think the Lakers can surprise. And LeBron's last year as a
Quote
Laker,
unquote, yeah.
quote unquote, what a way to go out. Fuck you, Genie Buzz. Got you a
But
ring, bitch. The
right.
fuck?
But also like just back to Minnesota real quick. I'm thinking about like because right now they're the 5 seed, so if they beat Denver in that first round, that means that would give them a rematch with OKC in the second round, and that would be very interesting.
Yo, they don't have an easy path, huh?
They don't. They don't honestly. I mean, you got to deal with Jokic one round, then you got to deal with SGA the next round, and even if you get past that round, you still got to deal with Wemby.
Damn, bro.
And I'm really
That's
interested. I don't know. I don't really have like T. Will Spurs matchups from the season like in my brain like that I can remember, but I really want to see what those matchups look like. Like I know Gobert is gonna be in hell trying to guard Wemby. God bless him. God bless him, dog. In hell.
Yo, be in hell trying to guard. I mean, what center isn't in hell guarding?
Exactly. I was there like you can't stop him.
You really can't. I mean, Jokic maybe, but that's because Jokic
Maybe.
can just get his own shit. He can just beat you
Exactly.
on the other end. Like
Right.
Gobert is different. Gobert is not an offensive big, which is why what he did to the Lakers in the playoffs last year, I was like, nigga,
Right.
what you want?
Exactly. Now that was insane. I don't know what happened with that. But I'll be real, Wemby alone is gonna break down Minnesota's defense as a whole, especially like if Wemby's playing and spacing the floor, and then next, they got to bring Gobert out. So now that's opening up attacking lanes for like a Dylan Harper or open shots for Devin Vassell or De'Aaron Fox. We all know De'Aaron Fox likes to get downhill and come off a back door. So I'll be real, Wemby. If that is the case, Wemby is cooking them. I'm sorry, Wemby straight cooking Minnesota.
A couple more things here, real quick, before we head over to the W. Are you familiar with Chilltown Hoops on
I've heard of
TikTok?
it. I've heard of it. I don't know if I'm too familiar with them, but I think I've heard of it.
Chilltown Hoops. He's this older gentleman from Jersey. He has a pretty dope platform on TikTok. I kept seeing it on my For You page. It's basketball related, so I just like to hit follow. Fuck it. He He's the old dude that be recording from his living room. I know you've seen his videos.
I think I've seen him.
He's got like the flat top haircut.
I think so. He got a little gray in it too.
Yeah.
I think I know you're talking about. Yeah.
He's a nigga that got the clip where he be like, "Oh, just give me one more day. Just give me one more." Like that guy. Yeah. So he put a video out today where he's talking about how we talked about it. How Jamal Murray went for 53. And Jokic had the almost 20-20-20 game. And apparently a couple days ago, he almost had a 20-20-20 game too. And he's basically asking like why the newer generation or the younger generation is diminishing greatness.
Okay, I just looked him up. Yeah, I definitely remember him because I remember I don't know what is wrong with him. He said Kobe Bryant went top 10, and I'm like, yo, like what's going on?
Oh, that's him?
Yeah, that's him. Yeah.
I might have.
I want to say that's him.
Oh,
because I want to say he was also on that Bleacher Report show too, where he was like debating
Player's
people.
Choice.
Yeah, with that, yeah.
Player's Choice. But he said that, and then he brought up Russ's triple doubles, and he was like, "Yo, how are we looking at a triple double like it's nothing when that's one of the hardest things to do?" He made a good point, like, "Yo, that's true. We're diminishing greatness. Like we're so desensitized now. Like what Luka is doing. Like, what do you think about that?"
I mean, he's right. I mean, I just feel like we don't like fully appreciate like a lot of these moments. Like, I mean, you talk about, excuse me, what Luka was able to do in like 5-6 straight road games. You talk about, like with the triple doubles that Jokic got going on. Like these 20-20-20 things. Like we talk about like video game numbers. Like we don't expect to see this shit in real life. Like, and he's done it multiple times. Like that's the crazy thing about it. Like it's not like a one-time thing. Like for instance, like Bam scored 83 again, or excuse me, Bam scored 83 a couple weeks ago. Do you think that he's going to score 80 again? I don't think he's going to score 80 again. Like, but like Jokic is doing this shit like multiple times. Like I remember the first time he had a 2020 game, I think it was last year against Phoenix, and now he's doing it again and doing it again. Like he's consistently putting up these crazy numbers, and it's like you gotta acknowledge that. I mean, I know he may not have as many rings as a lot of people because he only got one ring, but he got like 4 MVPs, something like that.
That's the ring culture. Ring culture is what's what's diminishing greatness. Niggas don't care about your triple doubles and I'm not putting myself in that. I love these moments.
Exactly.
Bam's 80-point game, which I didn't get to take on, by the way.
I wasn't mad. I mean, as a Kobe fan, I wasn't mad about it. I was actually happy about it because I mean, it was just so crazy seeing like this whole back and forth with Kobe's game and then Bam's game. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like now, and like for instance, like I never seen so many people use the word ethical so many fucking times. Like
nigga,
shit is nuts.
I fucking hate that word.
Like that shit was in everybody's vocabulary for like a week straight. But
that's the new gaslighting.
Exactly, but I mean, at the end of the day, man, I mean, it's hard to do that. And I'll be real, like I just remember I didn't watch the game exactly like live, but I was keeping up with the box score, and then I see Bam had 31. I was like, oh shit. Then he had like 40 something in the first half, and then like he just kept cooking. So I was like, you can't be mad at it. And on top of that, like if Kobe was still here right now, he'd be happy about that shit.
He would salute him.
He'd be happy about that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like records are meant to be broken. Like I feel like you can appreciate Bam's 83-point game. You can appreciate Kobe's 81-point game. You can appreciate Wilson's 100-point game. I know people don't think that he did that shit, but you can appreciate it. Like I mean, I know there's no footage, but you know what I'm saying? Like just crazy.
You're not gonna gaslight me into thinking that's real. NBA. But yeah, that the Bam 83-point game is a prime example of the diminishing of greatness. And a lot of the argument that he's seeing was, oh well, he don't got a ring. He don't got a ring. Kobe got 5, and ring culture is damaging.
Ring culture has gotten out of pocket. But you know who I blame on that shit? I blame like everybody that was covering basketball like around the 2010s, whether it was like Skip Bayless, Stephen A with First Take, and then like I think Nick Wright and all these other guys, because it was always that debate. MJ got 6, Kobe got 5, Bron probably had like maybe 2 or 3 at the time, and it was like, oh, we can't put him ahead of them just because of the rings and all that. And I'm like,
that's a fact.
It's crazy because it's like, I don't know. Like, I mean, Will has 11. Nobody has Will. I mean, a lot of people don't have Wilt in the top 5. Like, you know what I'm saying? And nobody will ever try to put him in there. I mean, look, not trying to disrespect Bill Russell or anything. I'm just saying, but
he ain't in mine. You ain't disrespecting me.
He's not in mine.
He ain't mine.
yeah. I ain't gonna. He's not in mine. He's not in mine.
Shit. I only got niggas that I watched play. No disrespect to those. I'm sorry, but I
Yeah, I
only
feel
got
it.
niggas that I watch play. Kobe, LeBron, MJ, Mac, AI. That's my five.
Nah, that
That,
nigga
that's
Mac, that nigga Mac was different. AI did the
I
AI
never
too.
seen a nigga score 13 points in 35 seconds. Never in
That shit was nuts.
life.
But let me ask you this though: like, if you even like take ring culture, put ring culture aside, do you think that Jokic makes a case for at least top 10 or maybe top 12?
Bro, Jokic, and I said this 2 years ago when he won the first ring and the second MVP. I
Mm-hmm.
said this shit 2 years ago. Jokic is up there with Wilt. He's up there with Shaq. He's up there with Reem. He's up there with Hakeem. He's up there with them. I don't care. His resume speaks for itself. What he does on the floor speaks for itself. I don't even like the nigga. And I'm up here defending
I was
him.
saying like he's not even my cup of tea as a basketball
Right.
player, but you gotta respect it.
Yeah, like he just also the times too, bro. Like the
Right.
bigs in Shaq's era are so different from the bigs in this era.
Exactly.
Joel Embiid, a healthy Joel Embiid, could outplay a Shaq,
Yeah.
in my opinion. That's not a hot
Exactly.
take. You know what I'm saying? But then you got a Boogie Cousins, who is the first archetype
I,
of the
I
Joel
try to
Embiids.
tell niggas. I try to tell niggas. People forget about Boogie. They forget about because I get it.
Prime
Sacramento wasn't
Boogie.
good them years. Sacramento wasn't good them years, so I know people overlooked them. But like without Boogie, people forget Boogie was doing this shit before Jokic, before Embiid,
Facts.
before
Talk
Cat, and all
about
these
it.
other bigs. Like the man was cooking, bro.
Prime Boogie was what we like to see now with Embiid and Jokic and Duran, and Cousins was doing this shit every night. Every
Early.
night, bro. Like even before AD.
Yeah, before AD.
Cousins
Yeah,
was that guy. And niggas need to show more love to DeMarcus Cousins, man.
I agree.
Yeah, like he created what you see now, essentially. You know what I mean? But yeah, Jokic, he's already made his case and stood on it. Like he's up there. He's up
He's up
there in
there
my opinion.
definitely. It's funny because I saw somebody made a post. It was like, which player would you cut? It was Jokic, Shaq. I think Pat Ewing was on there, and I think Hakeem was on there too. And I'm like,
I'm
I'll be
cutting
real,
Pat.
Pat
As a
gotta
Knicks fan,
go.
I'm cutting Pat.
Pat gotta go, bro.
Pat
Like,
gotta
look,
go.
I love Pat. Pat was
Same.
nice as fuck. I don't think Pat really gets his respect for really like keeping that New York team afloat throughout the '90s. Like, I feel like people don't really give him like the utmost respect. But if you talk about between those other three players, yeah, he gotta go.
I love Pat, but I'm also a realist. And
Exactly.
reality is Pat wasn't playing like the other three.
Nah,
He
not
was
at
not.
all. Nah.
Before we get out of here, man, the WNBA, hold on, let me put a round of applause because it's deserved. Come on now. They got their bag, man. New CBA deal. This is your bag, so the floor is yours.
Yeah, man, I'm glad we got a deal done. Like I'll be real, like, and I was even telling people this last year, like WNBA fans last year, like you gotta appreciate just the season now when us being able to see these players because we didn't know what the future was going to look like for the league. Obviously, we knew that they were going to come back, but we didn't know how long it was going to take to, finally come up with a deal. Like we were expecting there to not be a season at all this upcoming season. So for them to be able to get a deal done in March is actually very shocking to be honest, because especially with the way that it started out, like it was very intense. I know people remember the whole Nafisa Collier podium interview and all that, where she was pretty much like blasting Kathy Engelbert, the
She was
commissioner.
going crazy.
She was going crazy. And that was kind of a sign like, oh yeah, this shit's gonna get ugly. But and I'll be real, it was ugly for a little minute because obviously, the players asked for certain things, and then of course, the league was like, we're not gonna bite and we're not gonna, give you, say we're not gonna come to an agreement yet. But
Yeah.
they were in New York, I think, for maybe like a week or something like that, and like we started seeing progress. Shout out to the Neko Gumike for really making it happen, and we finally got a deal done. Obviously players getting more money. There's more revenue coming in. Like we just saw Asia Wilson resign with the Aces on $1.4 million, which is really nice. Honestly, to me, I still feel like she's underpaid. Like you should be paying Asia way more, but I mean, shout out to the players, man. I'm glad that we're getting a W season. I will say this next month's gonna be intense, man, because we got the expansion draft coming, free agencies coming, the regular WNBA draft coming all within like a month. So There'll be a lot of W content coming, man.
Who's the team that they're doing the expansion draft for?
They got a expansion draft for Toronto. They got a new team, the Toronto Tempo, and they got the Portland Fire.
I don't
That'll
like
be
that
nice.
name, Portland Fire.
Well, they were originally a team like in their like late '90s, early 2000s. I think they ended up like folding for some reason, and then they're bringing them back.
Hey, salute, man! And
Yeah.
the
And
future.
then,
Listen, the future is getting bright.
exactly,
Because
and also remember too, Detroit's coming back in a couple years as well. I believe Cleveland's getting a team again, so the
Boston
league's expanding. Was that?
is that true that Boston might be getting a team too?
I
The
heard
Sun
about
might go to
that.
Boston.
Oh yeah, they haven't talked about that. I don't know if they've like came to a deal yet, but they have been talking about that. Like Connecticut could potentially move to Boston. I want to say Philly's also in talks to get another team too, or getting a team as well, which I think that'll be dope.
It's
So
criminal that Philly doesn't have a team. It's
it is.
criminal that
And the
Philly doesn't
crazy
have
thing
an
is,
NBA team.
Unrivaled just went there a couple months ago, and that shit sold out. Like that shit was live and everything. Like
Shout out
Unrivaled traveling there.
Unrivaled.
Yeah, Unrivaled.
Unrivaled gave niggas the blueprint for these one-on-one games. Shout out to them. And I gave them hella love during the All-Star break for that. Because they showed the NBA, like, yo, this is what y'all need to do. And I watched a couple of them games, bro. It was getting intense.
Nah, it was. Like, I mean, that last game with Chelsea Gray and Alicia Gray, like, that shit took forever to finish. I mean, hell, you got $200,000 on the line that you're trying to win. Both of them were going out of hell. They were both, like, panting and just tired as hell. Still figured out a way to win. Shout out to Chelsea Gray for winning. But, I mean, you talk about it, though, like, Unrivaled, I'll be real. I was watching the one-on-one match was over the Saturday night shit. I wouldn't even think about Saturday night shit.
You weren't the only one. It was a lot of people that were saying, yo, Unrivaled greater than.
Unrivaled took over. Unrivaled definitely took over Saturday night. But now, shout out to the W players, man. I'm glad that we're finally getting a season. It's going to be very interesting because damn near the entire league is free agents now with this new deal happening. So it's kind of tough to even like pick a team right now because a lot of teams, they don't even have a roster at the moment. So I would say free agency is going to be really interesting, man. Especially with this new deal. And of course, a lot of players are going to be getting offered a lot more money. So
hey, man, y'all go fuck with Best Damn W show. You know what I mean? They're gonna get you right. They're gonna get you right through all of this here, man. There's a lot of coming.
It is.
Yo, speaking of WNBA, me and my wife, right? My wife never played 2K ever in her life. She played 2K for the first time a couple weeks ago. You know how 2K has the WNBA part? So to make it easy, I was like, bet, we'll play in the W. I'll be who did I have? I had Dallas because they had homegirl. They had Paige Beckers.
Yeah.
Right? So I was cooking her with Paige Beckers, right? She picked Chicago.
Oh, Angel Reese?
And Cardoso.
Oh yeah, Cardoso, yeah.
Dog, she was fucking me up, dog.
Hell yeah, like grabbing all the rebounds and shit.
Dog.
The bigs like cooking.
She was fucking me up with Angel Reese, and then I showed her how to shoot a free throw. Fam, I showed her one time. She was cooking me in the free throws too.
Oh yeah, she got that shit down packed. I'll be real, the free throws be the hardest part too sometimes.
She was telling everybody she beat my ass, but I told her I was like, it's WNBA. She's like, it doesn't matter, but I'm just like, fam, to see her like have fun, like this just speaks to like the impact that the W has. Like,
not facts.
To see her have a good time and playing and like saying, "Oh, look, it's Angel Reese. Oh, look, that's the because like she follows him on TikTok and shit, so she be knowing. She's like, "Oh, that's the other tall, pretty girl," and I'm like, Camila Cardoso, and she was like, "Yeah, her." Fam, fucking me. She was out rebounding me, dog. Like, fam. Fuck it, let's end this shit.
Shit's
man.
Nuts, man.
Plug it all, dog.
Yeah. Hey man, hey, you already know, man. I appreciate you for always bringing me on, man. Like,
appreciate
you know, I was saying, man. Anytime you hit me up, man, it's always automatic for the most part, man. Appreciate and I definitely appreciate you for having me on. But
and I know you sick too, so I appreciate it even more.
That's true. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know if you checked out our last episode, Best MW. I was fighting for my goddamn life.
No, I peeped because I be watching.
Right, I was fighting for my goddamn life, but we still made it happen, man. You know, that's that mental toughness now. But no, like, follow me on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, Nick Andre TR. Got a bunch of content coming. Make sure you guys stay tuned. But then also check out the Best DMW show. Shout out to my partners in crime, Lo, Jay, Wiley, every Tuesday, 9:30 Eastern. We got a lot coming, man. I ain't gonna lie, especially with the tournament going on right now. Yeah, both men and women's tournament, definitely for the women's for our show. And then of course WC is about to come around soon, so we got y'all, man.
Hey man, and again, appreciate you always, bro. Like for real, like you one of them niggas that like when you pull up, like you like I always say, you're an encyclopedia. You I need to get you and Coach Jones in the same room
Nah,
and
next
just have y'all
episode.
go at it.
Now you know what we do. Like you can put us on the group chat. We gotta set up that time for sure. Because I
No,
mean,
man, that
every time I'm on with you and Adrian, you're like y'all always bring up Coach, and I'm like I gotta meet Coach, man.
Coach, I love him, man. He's another one that's like an encyclopedia. I always tell him too. But like with you, you're younger. I'm older than you.
Right.
So you're a student of this shit. You know what I mean?
Bro, like this is my life, bro. Hoops is pretty much my life, dog. Like I'll tell you straight up, man. Like this is what I do. Like this is how dedicated I am. You know what I'll be doing sometimes in the mornings, bro? On my way to work, I'll turn on like a basketball game while I'm driving
A random
on
one.
ESPN. Like just on like any college game or NBA game, whatever it is on ESPN Plus. Like I gotta lock in, man.
I do that with old games. Like the other
old games too. Old games too.
What did I do? The other night I played the 93 finals.
Bro.
93 finals.
An elite series. You know what's crazy? Like I say this a lot too, and I don't know if a lot of people agree with me, but I always consider the first three-peat with the Bulls the best. And I know people like to go with the second because they had the 72 team. You had the MJ flu game. Even the MJ shot over Byron Russell. Like there was a lot more probably iconic moments in the second three.
You on your own, my nigga. You on your own.
I'm telling you, dog. Like the first, bro. MJ was a different. I mean, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. MJ was always great, but bro, you talk about that series against Phoenix, that series against Portland. People forget too. He also swept Detroit that first year to get to the finals, and like I know that felt good for him because I know Detroit was beating their ass. A couple years before that.
So you rather take Portland, LA, Phoenix over Seattle, and then not just Seattle, but then the next year.
We play Utah.
Reggie Miller and them was almost gonna pack them up.
I forgot about that. Damn.
This always does that. I don't understand. Reggie Miller was gonna pack them up, and
almost
then
did.
The Utah back to back. Fam, that second three-peat on top of the 72 games.
Don't be wrong, man. That second three-peat was nice too. Especially with the way that they regrouped. I mean, you know, obviously losing in 95 to Orlando, they regrouped, they go grab guys like Dennis Rodman. I mean, I'll be real, like that team was nice. I mean, you got Tony Kukoc, then you had a great supporting cast, like Steve Kerr and those guys were there. Don't be wrong, like MJ was nice in that finals, but I don't know if it's like the way that he was hungry in that first three-peat, like that shit was crazy.
That might be, you might have just given me an idea for a video tomorrow.
Oh shit.
You
about to break down.
Stay tuned, nigga.
Break it down.
Stay tuned. Hey man, push the narratives on TikTok. Look out for that video tomorrow.
Facts.
Push the narratives on TikTok. Push the narratives on YouTube. We are at 157 subscribers. The quest for 200 is right there. It's right there. You know what I mean? Brick by brick, organic. Apple Podcast, Spotify, Get Your Bars Off Network is where this will drop Saturday. Nick, appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Y'all know the slogan, man. It's the motherfucking network, you whores. We are out.